Alright guys, September 16th, I'm heading out there, trying out the new bow cam. So we're going to see what we can do today. Alright, this is going to be a test. I've got my E4K camera, and I've got it mounted on the stabilizer of my bow. I'm going to plan on taking this in the woods tomorrow, do a little hunting. So I'm going to put an arrow on, shoot at one of my targets, see how well this is going to hold up. Alright, looks like I should have plenty of clearance. I use mechanical broadheads, so hold on back here. And hopefully, see what's going on. I'll put another shot up. Shot at that deer and target in the background. I know there's going to be vibration on the draw. Hopefully tomorrow, while I'm filming, I get a deer under me. That's vibration as I draw back. And I got that buck back there. Target. All right. Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of the Average Joe Hunter. I'm going to try to document this season for you as just an average Joe Hunter right here. So it's not going to be like the hunting shows you normally see. I'm going to kind of detail my mistakes, my problems, the issues I run into, mishaps, and so forth, as well as the positive stuff. So, you know, throwing some tips along the way of just some of the things I do for if you're new to hunting. So that's what we're going to try to do here today, and this is episode 1. So we'll see how it goes. This morning is the second day of archery season in upstate South Carolina, and so I've got this spot that I'm set up in, and the hunt started out okay, and I hope it'll show you on the video what was going on. See if I can flip this camera around for a minute here, and I'll kind of tell you what I saw this morning, how this thing went down. So shortly after daylight, as you can tell, but out there's a field. It's about a 3-acre field, and I'm about 35 yards in the woodlines from it, but caught some movement in the field heading in that direction, and wasn't sure what it was. But as I got over there, just kind of see the green through the trees there. I saw a patch of brown, and it was heading in that direction, heading to the left there, which is you know, heading away from me at that point. So right before I started filming, I did hit the bleat call. Yeah, basically this time of year it's early season, so you know, I don't normally blind call too much early season. I call blind call when I think the time's right, but I'll call if I see something. But this deer was heading away from me. I didn't know if it was a buck or doe. I thought it might have been a doe because I've still got bachelor groups eating from my feeder behind my house at night. If you've seen some of my video on the moultrie feeder, you'll see some of those. So the bucks haven't really broken apart yet. But anyway, I bleeded real quick. I flipped the camera on. I didn't see any response. I couldn't see the deer. You know, it's real thick over there. And so I think about the time I picked it up, I hit a grunt just one time, small soft grunt. And a couple minutes later, that deer came in. And hopefully the camera picked it up, but she came within about 10 yards of me. And that would have been one that would have been tough to shoot with a bow. With a rifle would have been no problem. With a bow, because she knew that there was sound in here. She thought the deer was in here. She was looking. Her eyes, she looked right at me. But you notice she didn't take off. I'm a firm believer in head to toe camo, so I put the face paint on, and some people like the you know, the netting and stuff like that, but I like head to toe camo, even the gloves, lightweight gloves, and I think that makes a big difference. But you saw she hung around for several minutes here before she wandered off. Might have been possible to get a shot from her. Couldn't film the whole thing as she went back and forth behind this big tree here, but anyway, it was fun to see. Couple mishaps today. Got here, you know, first morning. There's always some kind of thing that happens, and basically the tree screws, couldn't find those. Looked all over the place, couldn't find them. So I guess I need to go buy some more. But basically, you know, I'll put those in the tree so I can hang my bow up and hang calls up and stuff like that, just to make it a little easier on me. Normally this time of year you want to hunt food sources typically. Last weekend was Hurricane Irma. Irma, and it came through. We had a lot of cooler weather in the beginning of the week, and now it's kind of balmy this morning, so it's kind of warmed back up. It's mid-September, and the reason I'm on this trail here instead of a typical food source is because this is a trail that every year I've got a major scrape line and rubs through this section here, and so I set up a stand, you know, a couple months ago over here, a month or so ago, in this spot. To try to hunt it early. I've never hunted it early in the season. And the other thing is in preparation for my moultrie review of my moultrie feeder, I lost my deer cam. I couldn't find it. I don't know where it's been. I knew I had it in some places during turkey season. I couldn't find it for the life of me. I looked for weeks. I went through my house, went through my garage, went through my barn, looked all over the woods, and about a week ago my dad found it. So it was right where I left it in turkey season, in this one tree in the middle of a field. And so I got that and set that up. But until then, all I've seen are the deer coming into my feeder. And I had a bachelor group. It was like a spike and like a 3-point and a small 8-point. And I've been seeing them just about every day coming out there. And that's all I have, but nothing to really excite me. But found the deer cam, set it up on the feeder, and lo and behold, before daylight, I had a nice tall-tined 8-point come in, which is on that moultrie feeder video you can see. But so I thought, let me sit over here in case he's starting to mark his trail, because they should be marking areas here real soon. So I've got a Yi 4K action camera that I got about a month or so ago. So I'm gonna try to film with that. I've got it mounted on my bow. The problem is you know, I wasn't thinking through when I bought the whole thing, and it's a white camera that I got, white and black, but the white one was on sale, so that's what I went with. But it's white. So mounted in front of my bow, I just don't like the idea of having a white box on the front of it. So last night I'm trying to scramble to figure out what I'm gonna do. And so I got some pretty crafty daughters, so one of them took some variegated yarn that they had, and they crocheted me my deer cam cover to give me a little bit of a camo look there, and I can see the back of it, and they covered that for me. So I thought that was pretty cool. So some of you chicks out there may kind of dig that, a little crochet hunting supply there. So anyway, thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, it worked. Anyways, enjoyable hunt. So we'll see what happens in episode 2.